Hi, it's Jane, and I want to talk about my upcoming books. I have two coming out this fall. One, it's my Christmas story, Once Upon a Christmas. And yes, it's a Christmas story. You know I love those. I do a Christmas story every year. This one has already been optioned for film, but film takes forever, so I don't expect to see anything happening with that for a while. And then the second book, Flirting with the Beast, comes out late November. So we'll talk about Beast later. I really want to talk about my Christmas story right now because Once Upon a Christmas is set in England and it has lots of my favorite things in it, which is great English homes, great English customs, great English Christmases. Yes, I'm an Anglophile, and I have been since I was a little girl, and like everyone else, fell in love with Jane Austen. And I started college as an English major, but then we switched it up, and I graduated with a degree in American Studies, so American history, American culture. But I still have kept that love for all things English. And so writing this book was really fun because I read tons of Regencies. That's really my glom, whether they're sweet or a little bit more with heat. I crave those houses. I will never own one, so it's fun to read about people who live in them. But it took some research, and if you know me, I love my world building. And so this particular story, I did lots of research and I bought a lot of books. My husband thinks it's about 7 or 8, but truthfully, there were more like 20 or 30. So my library, as you could see, has, I had to make room on the shelves, but I pulled a few off to share. One of the fun books I got when I was researching was this one. It's a classic in Dorothy Vernon of Haddon Hall. Haddon Hall is actually a big house near where I'm setting my story outside of Bakewell. And it's in the Peaks District. And so that one was a classic and I had to buy. Here's another one I have used and read, Noble Intentions. And it really talks about the fall and the decline of the great homes after World War I and World War II. It's basically trying to make these homes stay relevant, and to keep them cost effective means opening them up to the public or doing something else to help underwrite the tremendous expense of owning one of these massive historic homes that we love, but let's face it, they can't be fun to maintain. So another one, oh, this is an amazing book, is all about photos from the great country houses libraries. How all these homes, if you've ever read your Regency, you know almost everyone has an incredible library. And the heroines are inevitably book girls and they love to read. And each of them come into these houses and see the library and they are enthralled. Well, I'm enthralled too. So obviously, and the book I'm writing, that you're going to be reading, Once Upon a Christmas, there is a stunning library. And but my heroine won't be reading. Why? She has dyslexia. So for her reading is not her favorite thing. And she's my sports girl. Not that I'm a sports girl. But anyway, that's Kara, our heroine in Once Upon a Christmas. Another book that I've had a lot of fun with was The English Country House. Plus, I'm almost done. Like the English house through seven centuries. A long time, much longer than us here in the US. But anyway, I'm so excited about this new book. I hope you'll be checking it out. I hope you'll feel good feels and you'll enjoy my hero, Lord Alec Sherbourne, and he's a Viscount, and my American heroine, Kara Roberts, who has bought basically a place during an auction to go stay there. And she's there over the holidays, and there's a cold snap and pipes burst, and she ends up out of her little cottage in the big house. Now, Lord Sherbourne was not excited to have her there, but of course, Kara, she wins him over. So that's Once Upon a Christmas, coming out October 26th.